If you're just starting your journey into witchcraft, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the endless supplies, tools, and aesthetics you see online. But the truth is, you don't need a massive altar, ancient tomes, or rare items to begin practicing effectively. A beginner witch starter kit should be simple, affordable, and focused on tools that help you connect with your intuition, intention, and the natural energies around you. At its core, witchcraft is about working with energy, aligning with nature, and using focused intention to manifest change. So let's break down the true essentials. First, candles are one of the most important tools in any witch's kit. They represent the element of fire, transformation, and the will, and they're perfect for spells, meditations, and rituals. You don't need expensive or fancy ones. Basic tea lights, white candles, or colored chime candles are enough. White candles are the most versatile. They can substitute for any color in a pinch. But if you want to expand, black is for protection and banishing, red for passion and strength, green for money and growth, blue for healing and calm, and purple for intuition and spiritual power. Next, herbs are fundamental because they carry the earth's energy and can be used in spells, teas, incense, charm bags, and even baths. Start with 5 multi-purpose herbs: rosemary, protection, memory, and purification; lavender, calming, love, and sleep; cinnamon, money, success, and energy; bay leaf, wishing, manifestation, and protection; and sage or mugwort, cleansing and intuition. These herbs can be found at most grocery stores or herb shops and can be used dried or fresh. Burning them, placing them on your altar, or adding them to spell jars infuses your magic with natural, grounded energy. Now let's talk about crystals. While the crystal world can get deep and expensive, you only need a few basics to begin. Clear quartz is the all-purpose crystal, great for amplifying energy, clarity, and charging intentions. Amethyst helps with protection, psychic awareness, and sleep. Black tourmaline or obsidian grounds, energy and shields against negativity. Rose quartz supports love, self-compassion, and emotional healing, and citrine boosts joy, abundance, and confidence. Cleanse your crystals regularly, either with moonlight, smoke, or salt, and program them by holding them and setting a clear intention. Now, let's move to journaling, which may not sound magical but is incredibly important. Keeping a book of shadows or a grimoire, even if it's just a notebook, helps you track your spells, rituals, dreams, and insights. This becomes your personal magical reference and allows you to reflect on what works and what doesn't. Don't worry about making it pretty. Focus on making it real and useful. Documenting your journey is part of the magic itself. Next, you'll want some basic tools that represent the elements. For earth, you already have herbs and crystals. For fire, you have candles. For air, a stick of incense or even a feather can symbolize this element and help raise energy during rituals. For water, a small bowl of water or a seashell will do. You don't need an elaborate chalice. A glass or small cup works just fine. These items help you connect with the 4 classical elements and bring balance to your spellwork. Another must-have is a simple altar space, not necessarily a big wooden table or an entire room, but just a small, dedicated area where you place your magical items, set intentions, and do your workings. It could be a corner of your desk, a tray you keep under the bed, or even a spot in nature. The key is that it's intentional and meaningful to you. Include items like candles, your journal, a few crystals, maybe a picture or symbol of something that inspires your practice, a deity, a nature scene, or a personal goal. Now, one of the most powerful tools you already have is your voice. Don't underestimate the use of spoken word in magic. Reciting affirmations, chants, or incantations, even ones you write yourself, charges your energy and focuses your intent. Similarly, your intuition is your ultimate guide. You don't need to follow rigid rules or memorize other people's spells. Use what resonates, experiment, and trust your inner knowing. Speaking of spells, you'll want some basic containers like small jars, cloth sachets, or even envelopes for spell bags, herb mixes, or charm pouches. These are perfect for setting intentions, carrying protection with you, or burying in your garden. Lastly, you might consider a tarot deck or a set of oracle cards, not as fortune-telling gimmicks, but as tools to access your subconscious and spirit guides. Tarot teaches symbolism, pattern recognition, and self-awareness. If tarot feels too complex at first, start with a simple oracle deck that speaks to you. Pull a card daily and reflect on how it connects with your mood or goals. Over time, this practice deepens your intuition and connection to energy flow. Bonus items that are helpful but not critical include a small bell for clearing energy, a wand or stick to direct energy, and moon phase trackers to align your workings with lunar cycles. But remember, witchcraft is about intention, not inventory. What matters is how you use what you have, not how much you own. So in summary, your beginner witch starter kit should include candles, especially white, 5 foundational herbs, rosemary, lavender, cinnamon, bay leaf, sage or mugwort, a handful of versatile crystals, clear quartz, amethyst, black tourmaline, rose quartz, citrine, a journal or book of shadows, simple representations of the elements, incense, a cup of water, a stone, etc., a basic altar space, containers for spells, and perhaps a tarot or oracle deck. With these items and your focused intention, you're more than ready to begin working magic. The real power lies in your mind, your energy, and your willingness to connect with the unseen. You don't need permission. You don't need perfection. You just need to begin. Subscribe and follow for more.